Hi everyone, Harrison here from LED Torch Shop, here with another Nextorch flashlight. Now this is the Nextorch Saint 30. Very similar features to the Saint 31, just in a more compact package. A maximum of 8,000 lumens, but just like all the Nextorch stuff, don't judge a book by its cover because this thing is packed full of features and functionality. But before I get into it, I'll show you again the pack and then we'll get into the light. Da-da-da-da. First of all, obviously getting some nice packaging like this. Similar to the Saint 31, you do get it in a really cool compact canvas carry bag. Now this one's got a fair few more attachment points. It's got a little slot for a pen, 2 compartments, one at the front and also one where the sort of main torch goes, and yeah, just a bunch of Molle like attachable stuff on it as well, which is really handy. Open it up, you obviously get your Saint 30. So I'll put that aside for a second. And then inside you get everything packed into a nice neat package here underneath sort of a flap. So similar to the Saint 31, you get tons of extras. So first of all, you get your user manual, really important. There's a lot going on with this light, so definitely worth a read and keep yourself sort of in tune with that. You get a shoulder strap as well, because this torch again is not super heavy at all and not overpowering on size, but it's nice they give you a shoulder strap. You got different carry options. It is USB-C fast charging, just a normal USB port there, and they also give you a wall adapter as well, which is great. A lot of brands sort of don't do that, so it's nice to know that Nextorch have you covered. And another great feature with this light is the seal cover. So this is awesome, I reckon. So this torch can be fully locked out, and when I say fully locked out, you can not only take the battery pack off to lock it out, you can also turn the battery off here, which I've already done, and put the seal cover on. So that is ready for transport, which is awesome. I mean, I haven't seen any other light with this sort of transport and lockout sort of function in mind. So yeah, it's great to know that Nextorch has got you covered. If you plan on keeping it in your bag for a long period of time, or sort of taking it on a big trip and you know that that thing's just going to be not used for some time, definitely a great idea to lock that out and put that seal cover on. And alternatively, the lid for that seal cover actually serves as a purpose for covering up your contact points on your actual light. So again, another great feature that Nextorch have sort of gone with. Keep those contact points free from damage, free from dust, free from any sort of thing getting in there that's going to affect your light later down the track. You can lock it out, you can cover it up, and away you go. First impressions on this light, I mean, it is really nicely made. I mean, I like the sort of fingers there at the front. I like the front end as well. It very much reminds me of the LED lens X21R, similar to the Saint 31, which obviously has more LEDs, but yeah, it's kind of got that look about it, not by any means focusable or anything, but yeah, it's just a really nice thrower. And yeah, a well-made torch. It looks like a well-made torch. It feels like a well-made torch. And yeah, I just know that this Nextorch stuff is just phenomenal. But getting on to the specs now. Yeah, so it is running off those Cree XHP 50.2 K4 chips and backed by a smooth reflector, which is actually quite deep. So you are going to get some really decent throw out of this. So you're looking at getting about over 500 meters throw, which, I mean, Nextorch should just pretty much, I reckon, bang on with their outputs, run times, and distance, and all their specs. So that 500 meters is a true 500 meters. It says 530, so 500 meters is, yeah, no drama for this light at all. 1 meter drop resistant, IPX7 rated, waterproof rating. So yeah, it is just built tough, built to last, and yeah, built to keep coming back for more and more. Now it's running off a 14.8 volt battery, and that's 4 26,000 milliamp batteries in there. It's got an aircraft grade sort of aluminium construction, rechargeable obviously. It's got some really decent cooling fins in here. I'm just trying to get those in frame because yeah, they pretty much go all the way back on that head, and they're really nice and deep. The fingers sort of that come up here that cover them are don't think get in the way of this cooling down at all, or the ability for this to cool down at all. Had this on for quite some time, did not get really warm at all. Even holding it sort of up around here was not getting warm at all. And then put your hand back to sort of that place, and yeah, it's sort of ice cold. So really does a good job at dispersing that heat. And I think that's because it is not over spec'd on the LED outputs to save the battery run times. So it just is a super functional light, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. There's no like massive outputs, big loud cooling fans or anything like that running off it. You just know it's going to go big output, long run time, and just last and last. A couple other things is it's got sort of a battery indicator on the front here. So if you do turn it on, sort of comes on blue, shows you how much battery you got on there. There's 4 indicator lights, so obviously 100%, 75, etc. And really simple button, clicky on and off. Just a pleasure to use, really. Jumping on to outputs and run times, which I'm sure you're all interested in because I've been banging on about the run times. 8,000 lumens for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and you're going to get your full 530 meters distance out of that. That 2 hours and 15 minutes is absolutely huge runtime, in my opinion, for such a big light, such a high output light, which is just phenomenal. That's pretty much whatever you've got to do. You can pretty much walk around all night, and yeah, this thing's not going to get hot. It's not going to drop down. It's just going to be pure output. High mode, you're going to get 2,400 lumens for 4 hours, and that is just incredible amount of runtime. Really, really good distance on that as well. You just get some nice penetrating beam with that smooth reflector, and yeah, obviously crazy long runtime. Medium mode, 720 lumens for 7.5 hours, and so that thing will go all night long in your hand, walking around, lighting up a work site, lighting up a paddock, just yeah, anywhere you want to use it, this thing's going to do it. Drop down to your low mode, 90 lumens for 60 hours, so nearly 3 days runtime, which is yeah, huge off that sort of 14.8 volt battery. Strobe mode is your 8,000 lumens, and SOS mode is 2,400 lumens to maximize that runtime. So tons of functionality, all sort of function from this switch here. Really easy. I found it really easy to use. So if you're just sort of in the market for not one of those massive searchlights, you're just in the market for a really good quality, pretty compact searchlight, and you just want something that you know is going to work, know is going to be durable for years to come, and yeah, you're able to sort of transport it with no drama at all. Yeah, this definitely is the light for you. But let me know what you think about the sort of transport function and the light outputs. I mean, really interested to see where you guys sit with the Saint and the Nextorch sort of way they're going about their lights. I'm really liking it because I just know if you sort of been around flashlights for a little bit, you just get to know some of those high output lights, as fantastic as they are, and it's how crazy outputs they can produce. A workable light is something that I reckon everyone's in need for, and yeah, these guys do a great job at that. But yeah, again, let me know what you think, because I would love to hear your opinion. So thanks for watching this one on the Saint 30. I'll drop a link to this torch as well as the whole Nextorch range down there, so you can go check out some really interesting functional lights the Nextorch are bringing to the market, and they've really got some cool, interesting sort of other little EDC lights and bigger lights as well. So definitely worth a look. But thanks for watching this one. Please feel free to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification to keep yourself up to date, because we've got new content coming out all the time. But thanks for watching this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.